football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. On the option. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Might as well give it to him again. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give on the option.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Condors will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough.
Lots of room to run. The 40, the 20, he's at the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they... to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Out of the gun to give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And it'll be the Condors will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go right back to him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's right. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. And he gets it right on the cusp. A few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The option look. He's brought down, but not on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Condors, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Defense in press coverage. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. And here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last drive went for 6. We'll can do it again. To throw, it's Sperry. Going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll get rid of it. All by himself. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man.
He uncorks one deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Florida State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. Quick spin on the run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Here comes the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of... On the punt. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the ground with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively.
He'll take a shot. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, no! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and...
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And it'll be the Condors right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. Makes a catch. He's trying to get it in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Quarterback making adjustments. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time.
FCS, these niggas don't want to deal with football, bro. Like, they ran like 30 runs, bro. I mean, 2 passes. I'm literally playing the ball right now. FCS Southwest, whatever. Okay, where we at?
He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. Right on the money. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Now on the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 18 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Longhorns, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
The Condors will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Guys, here comes that Florida State. And back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Sperry. He's got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. Again in this game, as a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And the Knowles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The Seminoles will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Going to the ground. Stonewalled. And no gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. To the air, it's Wright. He's got it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like they take a deep shot, they tried it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys.
He's loose. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease. It's Stevens. Got enough for the first. There's a look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. In the red area, it's Stevens. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation.
Touchdown, Condors! Great job by the back on the option. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. They're going to run it to the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Could be an alley. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Seminoles are flying down the field. Running it to the right. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Quick strike complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Moving out to the right. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And it'll be the Condors want to pick up the tempo. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's right. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's what...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths...
There he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty costs the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Now from inside the red zone. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's what...
Touchdown Seminoles! And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, you know, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an up.
Turning it on. Lowers those pads. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. Past the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little. Too late, but they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he wants it all. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Sperry. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.